It's time for Fifth and Goal with Jax Sanford, interviewing all of the area high school coaches on last week's game and their upcoming opponent. Let's go live now to Mystic Grill at Mystic Creek Golf Club. Here's your host, Jax Sanford.
All right, and welcome to Fifth and Goal, hosted here live at Mystic Creek. My name is Jax Sanford, and before we get started with Coach Jason Porter, I just want to give a huge shout out to Mystic. Such a great crew. They do such a great job, and the service, the food, everything amazing. If you haven't eaten here yet, come try the hot honey fried chicken sandwich. I'm so serious. All right, and Coach Porter, how are you doing today?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Happy to be here.
Good. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you guys came out with a win this week, and you guys won 58-14 over the Marvell Mustangs. And you texted me some stats before the game, before the show today. Jay Taylor had 109 rushing yards. Devin Boone had 127 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. You guys scored a combined 5 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing. Sounds like you guys had a pretty good game, Coach.
Yeah, we got off to a kind of a slow start. They got the ball first and kind of methodically moved it down on us.
Move the mic just a little closer to your mouth.
And better.
That's much better.
And once we got the ball, we scored, and then we got an onside kick, scored pretty quick after that, and was rolling. So.
Yeah. And so, obviously you were able to rush the ball 5 times and pass once for a touchdown, but what small aspects was your offense doing well?
Blocking and not turning it over. We talked about it last week. If we can not turn the ball over and just execute, we're hard to beat. And our line did a great job, and our backs hit the holes where they needed to, and we executed all night.
That's great. That's awesome. And where are so they were able to put up two scores.
Mm-hmm.
When did those come in the game?
First half, they scored once in the first quarter, once in the second quarter, and they were on busted plays. They had one really good back. He could go. Both plays were off sweeps, and we missed 3 tackles on both of them. And 8-man football, if you miss 3 tackles, somebody's scoring.
Yeah.
And after we shored that up, we were good the rest of the game.
Okay. And where do you see maybe some aspects? I mean, you guys put up 58, but where do you see some aspects where maybe guys got lazy or maybe didn't execute the way that they should have and put you on a position where you were able to overcome it, but not a position you guys should be in?
Yeah, first of all, just tackling when you get your hands on somebody, put them on the ground. That's where we had people that were just hitting instead of wrapping up. And after that first score where we hit the guy 3 times and didn't tackle him, we had a conversation after that. It was pretty intense, and we fixed that pretty quickly. We put him on the ground for the rest of the night, and guys were in the right positions, and we did fine.
Awesome. That's great. And what are the biggest takeaways that you want your players and the fans at home to take away from this bounce-back victory?
Yeah, so last year, our fans got real spoiled the last couple of years. We had some very talented players, scored a lot of points. First game we played against Dermot, we scored 22, then 34 against Woodlawn. Then 58 last night. And I want our fans to know that this little bunch here, they had to grow up a little bit, and I think they did the other night. So,
yeah, sometimes it's one of those instances where the guys have suffered a loss, they've learned from it, and they said, I do not want to do that again. And they work extra hard, maybe not even, obviously physically, but also mentally. Especially when you're playing 8-man football, you're playing chess.
That's exactly right.
And it's about calling the right play at the right time for the right result.
And then executing. That's
correct.
What they executed the night really well. That's what I was happy about. When you execute and you got people out manned on one side or the other, an 8-man, you're going to score a lot of points.
That's right. And when you said earlier that if you miss 3 tackles, somebody's scoring in 8-man football. I mean, there's 3 less people to make up for behind those missed tackles. So, yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, because especially where they ran their offense, they had 6 linemen, quarterback, receiver. They weren't, and they had 2 linemen, like we said last week, that were over 300. Both of them, as when I got to both of them, 6'6", 6'7". That just took up a lot of space. So if it's man on man, then if your linebackers missed a tackle, it's gone. And they had a guy that could go. He was fast. And we fixed that the second half. So.
Yeah, when you're talking about a mismatch like that, you really have to strategize and put the right guys in the exact right place so that they can hit a hole maybe just big enough for them specifically.
That's right. And we worked on earlier in the week if shooting the gaps. In 8-man, you do that a lot. And we kind of knew where they were going to try to go with the ball, and I put a lot of quick guys on the line. I didn't put any really big guys because I was going to try to get past them. And other than those 2 plays, we got in the backfield all night.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then, Coach, so what does that move your record to?
We're 2-1.
2-1. And so then next week you guys will host Hermitage, and we'll talk about that when we come back after a break here at southarkansasnow.com.
More product than ever in the store history. That's what's happening at Union Kennel and Farm Supply. A huge sale is going on right now, including 50-pound bags of deer corn, only $6.50 per bag. 50-pound bags of rice bran, marked $1 off. No one, absolutely no one, has a better selection of small animals, birds, reptiles, saltwater and freshwater fish than Union Kennel and Farm Supply. 1100 West Hillsboro and El Dorado. Or call 870-864-9229.
Non-stop phone calls, registered mail, repossessions, or threats of lawsuits from creditors, and it seems like no one is willing to let you hit pause and just catch your breath. You need the help of Robert Rushing and the Rushing Law Firm. Bankruptcy is not the end. It can be a chance for a fresh start. The Rushing Law Firm goes to work for you, letting you hit that pause button and start over. Call the Rushing Law Firm today at 870-875-2940 or stop by the office at 725 Northwest Avenue in El Dorado. The Rushing Law Firm.
And welcome back to Mystic Creek Grill, where we are having 5th and goal. And Coach Porter, where we left off. You guys are going to host Hermitage this coming Friday. Now, this Hermitage team, they've played a little bit earlier in the season than you have, and so they're a 4-3 team. And they lost their last matchup against Woodlawn, 72-20.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Hermitage hasn't done bad this year. I mean, they're 4-3, excuse me, and they've had a similar experience with Woodlawn that you guys had. So, what going into this game do you think Hermitage is going to maybe try and improve on and do well?
Yeah, what we've seen, I've got every game on film. They're a little different than what a normal Hermitage team has been in the past. They will try a lot of short, quick passes, kind of a general spread offense that you normally see, and they're going to try to get the ball out quick to a couple of good receivers they got, and they got a quarterback that can run a little bit, so that's pretty much how they attack people.
Okay, so they kind of try and spread you guys out and just find an open man, even if it's the quarterback taking off.
Yeah, and they don't really go deep down the field. It's a lot of short stuff and try to make you miss. So you got to keep people in front of us. Okay.
And where are you going to have to capitalize against them?
Yeah, our strength, we have a pretty fast secondary, so we got to make sure we don't miss any tackles, and when we get a chance to score, we got to put it in the end zone. Their defense has given up a lot of points, not just against Woodlawn. The games that they've played better opponents, they've given up a lot of points. So we just got to score when we get a chance.
Okay. And what opportunities do you want to see your guys get offensively?
Yeah, I feel like what we did last week, we ran off tackle a lot, and I feel like we can do that against these guys. Their line is they're a bigger line, but they're not very quick. So I feel like we can go from tight end to tight end on both sides and should be able to hurt them that way.
Okay, and so you said that they're not a very. I'm sorry. Did you say they're not a very fast line? They're not a very big line.
They're pretty big, but they're not real fast. So what we want to try to do is attack the edge of both sides of that. Because what they like to do is stack their linebackers behind the ends there, and we like to pull people one side or the other. So in general, they have a couple corners that are pretty fast. So if we hit it kind of at angles, we'll be better off than just trying to go sideways every play.
And what does the depth chart look like going into this week?
This will be the first week that we're going to be fully healthy. We were missing 2 starters last week, which I was real happy with the way the boys responded. I mean, 2 of our key receivers and 2 of our key defenders, and this will be the first week we're 100%. So pretty happy with that.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome, Coach. And then is there anything else that you want to point out about your players or point out about your team?
Yeah, we was real happy. We were happy with last week's win. We qualified for the playoffs. In 8-man football, you don't have to win as many games since there's not as many teams. So once you get into the playoffs, you can start playing for seeding. And another thing, I'm just happy the guys seem to have found a couple of leaders. You know, we had a couple of guys that, over 100 yards last week, and I feel like that's going to help us build as we go forward.
Yeah. A couple of guys with 100 yards last week, and you had starters who went out during the game, and so that's awesome that you have guys stepping up into the moment, stepping up when they need to, and just learning how to play football.
That's right.
Play football. So, all right, well, Coach, we appreciate you making it on, and we'll be right back after this with SouthArkansasNow.com.
You're tough, determined to take challenges head on. But when cancer strikes, you'll need more than strength. You'll need the right care. We provide the tools you need to fight, and the compassionate care you need to keep going, every step of the way. Carti. We're with you.
Serving South Arkansas for 25 years, and all the while expanding and growing throughout the state. Promed Ambulance is proving their motto of world-class care and hometown values. For example, their new mobile integrated healthcare communication center. This state-of-the-art facility allows communication specialists to work directly with local 911 call centers to ensure the closest medical team is always dispatched to any emergency. World-class care and hometown values. For more information and career opportunities, go to PromedAmbulance.com.
If you born and raised in Arkansas, make some noise right now. They've built right here in
all right, and welcome back to 5th and Goal. My name's Jax Sanford. I've got Coach Byron Jones from Junction City, the Dragons. And Coach, you guys put on a performance this past week, getting your second shutout in a row. You guys won 43-0 versus Gurdon. And so first off, let's start off with the shutout. I know you, as the defensive coordinator, you're going to be real happy with that. You're not going to be too upset with your guys with a shutout. So tell me about how your guys did.
That goes back to having my guys ready, having my first screen ready, my second screen ready, and my third screen ready. And giving the ball back to old Coach Morphus. That goes back to being greedy.
Being greedy. Being greedy. You talked a lot about being greedy last week and after your shutout against Mineral Springs, and you guys are continuing to do that. And put on a defensive clinic for some of the teams that you guys have faced. And so what did you overall do well on defense? You know, did your defensive line do a really good job of penetrating through, or did really good coverage?
Just all aspects of it. My D-line stayed in our gaps. Linebackers reading their keys. The safeties flying downhill, causing turnovers. We had 4 turnovers that game and 1 interception and 3 forced fumbles. You know, just taking the ball away, smothering them, taking away what they love to do.
Yeah, and did you guys turn the ball over any?
I don't think so. If we did turn it over, it's us punting it to them.
Okay. So when you're +4 in the turnover battle, that's always a good sign that your team is doing well and doing the things that they're supposed to against a team that might be struggling to do the things that they should.
Right, that was a really good Garden team.
Yeah, and you're right.
My guys showed up. It was a business trip, showed up ready to play. And now they know their expectations. They know what they're doing. They comfortable when they know what they're doing. And getting the ball back, we harped at it every day. Like earlier today, we want the ball back. 2's got in, we want the ball back. Take it away from the scout team. 3's got in. Guys that was asking questions, now they know what to do. So when their time comes, they're gonna be ready.
That's awesome to hear, and awesome to hear about the future coming into Dragon football if we're looking past this season.
It's a bright future.
That's awesome. And you said something really, really good right there for me, and that was you wanted your second string and third string get that ball, grab those turnovers, whether it be a pick, force a fumble, whatever it is. And you said that your safeties did a really good job of crashing downhill.
And that comes from those guys repping it, getting the ball back, getting the ball out, stripping it out. Like turnover circuit, tackling circuit. We try to incorporate that every day. Try to put that into practice every day. And those guys, it's turning around for us.
Yeah.
We're starting to get turnovers. And hopefully we can just keep getting them and get more, giving the ball back to our offense.
And speaking of offense, what was the offense doing so well against the Gurdon team,
Different looks, doing what Coach Morpheus wants them to do, just getting different looks. Hey, all us guys work together over there on the sideline. Hey, Coach Morpheus, that linebacker coming right here. He'll look at his call sheet and check it, and putting the ball on the ground, running the ball, and taking care of the ball.
And putting the ball on the ground. So, do you know how many yards you guys rushed for?
No, sir. I really don't. But Coach Ball kind of been on me about that. I need to start keeping up with what offense do and what defense do, and I just started getting Lorenzo to start sending me the stats after every game, every Friday. So I guess I need to start doing that more. Hey, send me the offense and defensive stats.
CC me on that email. And now, going back to the defense, your defensive coordinator, what do your guys need to improve on still?
Everything. Everything. Flying around, staying in our gaps, reading our keys. Guys going to try to get our kids in different situations, but that's what Wednesday's for. Tomorrow. We do scenarios. We do it's like fighting, 1-2 punch, what they going to try to do to mix it up, And Coach Ball do a great job of running the scout team, giving us different looks. We talk about it going into practice. So, sometimes he runs some confusing plays, but our guys have figured it out. So when they get out there on Friday, we seen this through the week, and there's nothing new to them.
And when you're talking about knowing what to do instead of thinking what to do, all it is just do.
Yeah, right. Flying around, playing Dragon Ball, going back to that. That's what Dragon Balls get us. Guys, turnovers, flying around, getting the ball out, and just having fun,
Yeah.
Bringing that energy.
And so this coming Friday, you guys are going to host Dirks, and we're going to talk about that right after this break at southarkansasnow.com.
Gotcha.
Bad things happen, and of course, they never happen at the right time. Maybe it's just a little bump and cosmetic damage, or it's turned into a huge insurance claim, and you just don't know where to go next. That's why so many of your neighbors and friends call on Cook's Body Shop in El Dorado. From the minor to the major, Cook's Body Shop is in your corner. Need someone to help you deal with insurance? Look to Cook's. Need advice on what to do next? Look to Cook's. Need a free estimate? Look to Cook's. Bad things are going to happen, and when they do, look to Cook's.
Whether it's protecting families from the predators in nature, to helping food taste better and last longer naturally, or just making sure the local ball field is at its best, Lanxess is involved in our everyday lives. With more than 450 employees locally and more than $32 million in payroll each year, Lanxess is doing their part to be a good neighbor and leader in South Arkansas. With that in mind, remember to call before you dig. Know what's below. In Arkansas, it's the law and it's a free service. Call 811 before you dig. This brought to you by Lanxess.
All right, and welcome back to Fifth and Goal, hosted here live at Mystic Creek. Again, just a shout out to the crew, taking a great care of us and just doing amazing. And Coach, you guys are going to host Dirks this week. Now they are a 3-3 team, and they lost their last matchup at Murfreesboro 52-23. So before we hop into it a whole lot, what does Dirks do well that you are looking at on film?
They do everything well. They run the ball well. They give it to fast kids out on the perimeter, so just got to keep everything in front of us and take away what they love to do. And that be our game plan every week, taking away what teams love to do and be ready for their counter punch.
So do they run a whole lot up the middle, or do they primarily try and get to the perimeter?
They're trying to get to the perimeter. They got a good running quarterback. Don't know his name. I know he's number 3. So just emphasizing that in practice with our guys, stopping him and stopping their receivers, just taking away, like I just said, just taking away what they love to do.
Now, I remember watching some film earlier in the season of the Dirks quarterback, and I saw where he was able to launch the ball quite a few times. But what are his legs like?
His legs are really good too.
His legs are really good too.
Yes, sir. We gotta put a horse on him, like hold him in the pocket, make him think a lot.
Coach from Junction City. Love to hear it. And now, where are you going to have to capitalize against this Murfreesboro team?
Against this Dirks team?
Oh, yeah, sorry, this Dirks team.
Taking the ball away. Staying in our gaps, reading our keys, and just being greedy on defense, just taking away what they love to do. Like, that's just, I bet my guys is looking at this, they're like, Coach Jones, right, we want the ball.
So the key here is going to be for your defense to do their job and just allow Coach Morphus to do his thing with his guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now looking at their defense, what does their defense do well?
Keep everything in front of them.
Okay.
They got some guys that fire off the ball and fly around just like our guys. So, I know a lot of people say Dirks this, Dirks that. Dirks is really good. They're on our schedule for a reason. So they're standing in the way of what we're trying to do.
Yeah. I like that. That's how you look at it. They're standing in the way of what you want.
Yes, sir.
So that's the right mentality to have, Coach. And then now, what opportunities do you want to see from your guys on both sides of the ball, like your star players? What do you want to see out of your guy, or whether it be on offense or defense?
On any given night, we got some guys that can be a star player. Probably some guys you probably haven't heard of. Those guys gonna climb the charts and prove and do what they do. On offense, any of those guys can explode at any minute. And I done seen it with my own 2 eyes, just getting chills talking about it.
Just getting chills talking about it. It must be something special.
It is. It's really special. We got some young guys that's going to start making a way for themselves too. Just shout out to the young guys.
Okay. Shout out to the young guys. It's always really important for the young guys to be bought in, because that's a lot of times is going to be your scout team, and that's the guys who if somebody goes out, that's who's in.
Right.
And so having an invested crew and invest in a whole invested team is going to be really important. And Coach, is there anything that you want the fans to know when they show up on Friday night?
Just bring the juice, bring the energy, so our guys can play harder. It's hard to get a win in Junction.
That's right.
We're trying to get back to that, make it real hard on guys to get a win in Junction.
It's a hostile environment when they come in,
yes,
and you're right. It is hard to get a win in Junction against Junction.
Yes, sir. It's a business game.
So, all right. Well, Coach, I appreciate your time, and we'll get ready to talk to you again next week, and we'll be right back after this on SouthArkansasNow.com.
Go Dragons.
Hitting a buck to hang on the wall rarely happens by accident. It starts with preparation, takes some skill, and often even a little luck. Country Village Sporting Goods is your headquarters for all three. Right now, check out a brand new shipment of feeders, so new that they're still pulling them out of the boxes. A huge selection of lacrosse boots and plenty of warm weather camo for that early season hunt. And of course, bow hunters can't go wrong with the sales and service at Country Village Sporting Goods, 965 Smackover Highway in El Dorado.
Located on 1,400 acres amidst Union County's scenic timberlands, LSB Industries' largest manufacturing facility and its employees have been a part of the El Dorado community for more than 40 years. Working together as one team, we are proud to call El Dorado home.
When it comes to protecting your home or business, trust the name that's been serving South Arkansas for 3 generations, Cross Roofing and Sheet Metal. From residential roofs to large commercial projects, the experienced team at Cross delivers quality you can see and reliability you can count on. Cross Roofing and Sheet Metal, built on trust, proven by results. Call Cross Roofing today. Put a solid future over your head.
At Karl Malone Power Sports El Dorado, we've got the biggest selection of ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles ready to ride today. Take advantage of special financing, unbeatable trade-in values, and service you can trust to keep you on the trails. Whether it's work, play, or pure adrenaline, we've got the machine to fit your lifestyle. Karl Malone Power Sports El Dorado, where selection, savings, and service all deliver. Come see us today.
All right, and welcome back to 5th and Goal, hosted here live at Mystic Creek. That sun finally sank behind the trees, and so you guys can see us just a little bit better. And I've got coach, the legend, the man that you guys all know, probably has coached half of the people watching, Coach Jimmy Johnson, the defensive line coach from El Dorado. Coach, it's an honor to have you on here today. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you, Jax. Thank you very much.
For those of you who don't know, I grew up knowing Coach Johnson from the moment I could hold a ball in my hands. Daniel and I played baseball together for many, many years, and there's not many people I respect as much as Coach Johnson. So I'm just glad that you're here. And, Coach, let's just go ahead and hop into it.
Let's do it.
And so Wildcats took a tough loss last Friday to the Sylvan Hills Bears, 25-10. And now that's a program that has done a complete 180 compared to the last several years.
Very much so. They got a new head coach, Mark Kelly, went in there, and he's done a very good job of getting them to buy in. And they had a little momentum. And we thought I guess we overlooked them a little.
Okay. And now, before we hop into talking about the game a whole lot, what did your guys do well Friday night? Especially, let's start with the defensive line.
Well, for the most part, we shut down what we wanted to shut down, and they had certain runs they wanted to run, and we were able to stuff it. Matter of fact, we played 3 very good quarters, and we played 2 series in the third quarter that we didn't play very well, and that put us behind the 8 ball. We were trying to play catch up ever since.
Yeah. I mean, I'd agree. I mean, it was 7-7 going into half. There were a couple of missed opportunities, but both teams were playing really good defense. That was a game where everybody expected it to be a shootout between 2 offenses that are have been really high scoring so far this year, both averaging over 40 points a game, and then you go into half and it's 7-7. It's like, oh, okay, so this is a little different.
Yeah, it was a bloodletting, and it was the kind of football I like. It was how it should be. It was very physical, very violent, and for the most part, we did everything except 1-2 drives.
Yeah, you're right. And actually, I want to brag on one of your defensive linemen and just the content of their character. And I've been waiting since Friday to talk about this with you. So after the game, my younger sister Peyton and I, we showed up to Whataburger, get ourselves a little something to eat. And as I'm just walking through, I hear, Jax, I'm sorry we let you down, man. And I turn around, and it is number 99, Gavin Briggs.
Yeah.
And I was just really impressed with the way that he felt about the loss and how he wanted to improve his work ethic. And he seems like a really smart, promising young man, and only a sophomore nose guard for you guys, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. We have 3 or 4 10th graders that rotate on the defensive line, and they've every week they've gotten better. So be on the lookout.
And so, this team is I think different than any other Wildcat team that I've seen in my years of watching the Wildcats, especially with Coach Hill being in his second year. So you guys obviously don't have a Bijan Jackson this year, but you've done such a great job at stopping the run for the most part this year. So, just kind of tell me more about your athletes and your guys who really hop in there.
Oh, we got 3 or 4 defensive ends that do a very good job of shutting down as much of the run as they possibly can, and then we work from the inside out, and we rotate quite a few people on the inside. We have, like I told you before, we have 3 sophomores that have been rotating quite a bit, and we had 2 juniors that are on the inside that have been playing quite a bit.
Yeah. So, yeah. And what is Bertavian Brown? Is he a defensive end?
No, he's an outside linebacker.
That's right. And what about JaValen Jr.?
JaValen Jr. is one of mine. Yeah. He's a defensive end.
And there were a couple times where we saw JaValen. Maybe the run wasn't to his side of the field, but he did a really good job at cutting off any cutback that would have happened.
Very much so.
And seeing just that work ethic and that hustle out of all of your guys, and not just to toot your horn just a whole lot, but do you know how many guys you've sent to college to play defensive line?
Not anywhere close. No, but we've sent quite a few, but I could not tell you.
Couldn't tell me. Okay, yeah, then that's fine. And so now, Coach, I want to ask just a little bit, especially during the first half. It seemed like, from my perspective, up in the press box, there were some issues with the chain gang a lot, especially in the first half, just not getting set a whole lot. And how did that affect you guys, or how did that give them momentum? Because I noticed a couple times where the defense was just barely set, chain gang wasn't even ready yet, and the ball's already in play.
Well, Sylvan Hills does a very good job of getting the ball snapped quick. We timed them. They averaged less than 5 from the ball being spotted to being able to snap the ball.
That's fast.
And being able to get a defense signaled in and get them lined up. We did have to make some adjustments, and so I'd already told you that we had quite a few 10th graders so them getting used to that kind of pace took a little bit.
That's right. And so where do you want to see the most improvement from your team going into this week against Benton?
I just want to be when they walk away, they say that's the toughest defense we've ever had to play. That has to be from the back to the front to the back.
Yeah, and I mean, there is a lot of talk around the level of physicality that the Wildcats play with, and just how hard some guys get tossed to the turf, especially by guys like Jacory Lumsey. And y'all also did a pretty good job for the most part in pass protection and pass coverage, and you had some guys hopping in and breaking up plays a lot early in the game, and doing a really good job there. And then their quarterback made some overthrows, and there was a pick. Yes. At one point, and just kind
of that would be a defensive end that made that pick, by the way.
Oh, really? Yeah. I knew it was bobbled, and all of a sudden it was in the arms of a purple jersey, and it was taken off towards the other goal line.
JaValen Jr. Yep, he got the ball off.
That's right. It was JaValen. It was JaValen. And so, Coach, this coming Friday, you guys are getting ready to host Benton here at home on Friday, and so we're going to talk a little bit more about that after this break here at SouthArkansasNow.com.
Spice up your tailgate with locally raised farm fresh products at Davis Farms Country Market, like the new Code 3 and Davis Double D Farm Salsa, fresh from the field in locally grown purple hull peas, super sweet vine ripened cantaloupes, Arkansas made meals that are easy on your wallet and your time. And nothing says fall has arrived like mums and pumpkins. There are plenty to choose from at Davis Farms Country Market, 4523 Junction City Highway, or call 870-639-1323.
Homes are typically heated or cooled 24/7, 365, using nearly half of all home energy. That new stainless steel refrigerator may look cool, but upgrading to the quietest and most efficient HVAC system can have much greater rewards. Choose a system with a Wi-Fi enabled thermostat, so the most important appliance in the house is also the smartest, allowing you to set the perfect comfort level from anywhere. Presented by Lennox. Learn what perfect feels like at Lennox.com.
Come back. And welcome back to 5th and Goal, hosted here live at Mystic Creek at the Mystic Grill, where the food is great, the service is great, the view is great, the atmosphere is great, everything's great over here. And, Coach, you guys are getting ready to host Benton at home this Friday. Benton is also a 4-2 team, so same record as you guys. And last week they beat Sheridan 87-42.
Yeah, you have a chance doing that to Sheridan. If you can recover onside kicks, you're going to have a chance. So that's it. Sheridan tries to steal series or possessions by getting onside kicks and going for it on 4th down and so on and so forth. So if you can hold them, you have a chance to run the score up a little bit.
And
Benton's good.
Yeah. So Benton is good, and Benton lost in the previous week to Sylvan Hills 40-35. So I mean, you're talking about a pretty good team, a team that was able to almost hold off Sylvan Hills not that long ago. So what are you looking to execute well against Benton?
Well, Benton is a little bit different animal than most. They've been winning for a while. We've been playing them. Heck, I played them when I played here, so that was forever ago. So they've been up and down for quite a bit, just like everybody. But they've been winning here lately with being very good on offense and running a confusing but very physical defense. So I look forward to challenging ourselves. They're going to run some screens. They're going to run some trick plays. They will try to run it some. I'm hoping they don't have a chance, but they will try to run it some. And hopefully we can get pressure on the quarterback when he decides to pull it.
Yeah, I think that the key there is going to be putting them in second and third and long situations early in the game, making them throw the ball. And now I have seen a good bit of film on the highlight reels for this Benton quarterback, and so just kind of tell me a little bit more about his play style. Is he more fast? Is he more of a rocket arm? What is he?
He's a very good quarterback. I mean, he has a little bit of everything. He does have great speed. He has a good arm. He can get it where he wants to. Their offense, he doesn't hold on to the ball long. He knows where he's going to go with, when he's going to go. We'll have to change our looks a little bit and move around a little bit so that he sees one thing and we're actually running something else. We'll do that kind of stuff and see if we can't keep him off. And hopefully he holds it just a little bit longer and we can get him on the ground.
That's right. And now Benton has had a lot of really good coaches, and one of the coaches from Benton is a Washita alum, Drew Harris, and so
he's now calling plays. By the way,
oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's the one behind their offensive masterpiece,
He's the one calling the offenses this year. His dad is still the head coach, but he's the one calling the offense this year. So
yeah, and when you talk about a team that is deep rooted and in football and knows the game and plays very cerebrally, or I guess at this point coaching very cerebrally.
There you go.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a challenge for you guys, and I hope that y'all are up to it. And I think that you guys definitely do have a solid chance of holding them when you need to. And
we're going into the game thinking we're going to win. That's our goal. Like you said, our record is 4-2, but in record in conference, we have one loss. They have one loss. Marion has one loss. Sylvan Hills has one loss.
That's right.
Jonesboro has one loss. So it's right now it's a whole bunch of people beating up a whole bunch of people. So there's still a chance for the good guys to come out on top.
And so, last week I think we saw JJ only get about 6 touches with the ball. I know that he's been dealing with a little bit of injuries. What is he looking like going into this week? Is he recovering well? Do you think that he's going to get a lot of touches?
Oh yeah, I think he's going to be back. And I think JD did a good job of filling in for him last week. We did it by committee quite a bit last week instead of just having one workhorse. We had. Ja'Cory Lumsey was in there. Batavion Brown was in there. Warner was in there, and so we rotated quite a bit to keep JJ out for a little bit.
And Batavion, Man, right?
Yeah,
Man, actually scored the one touchdown for the Wildcats. Is that right?
I think so. It was either him or Jacory.
I know it was either one of those two. I want to say it was Bertavion. I mean,
I was under the tent trying to make corrections on defense.
And what are you guys going to have to capitalize on whenever you're playing this Benton team?
Any mistake we can cause to happen, we need to be able to capitalize on it. Whether it be put them in a situation where they got to go for it on fourth and stopping them on fourth, that's fine. They've been known to do that. They usually have a pretty good special team, so they're not scared to do whatever they need to do, take chances. They're confident in their offense. So if we can make them make mistakes, just capitalize on whatever we can cause to make mistakes.
I like it.
And then be the most physical team.
And so far this season, you guys have done a really good job of that, being the most physical team. And we saw it a lot against Texarkana and Marion as well. Just guys on the opposite side of the ball having to come out because they don't want to take another hit from guys like Jacory, Jervalyn, and Man. And you've got Bertavion, that's right, that's his name, and I helped coach him in Little League baseball. I helped coach him in Little League baseball, and so the first several times that I read his name on the roster, I was like, okay, Bertavion Brown, and then somebody let me know, like, hey, that's Man. I was just like, oh, okay, and then it connected for me. A great athlete, a great kid, and
as a coach, it's a lot easier to say.
Yeah, I know that's right. And so, what opportunities are you hoping to see from your guys? Maybe on offense or defense.
No, I can only speak on the side that I coach. So
that's right.
I want to create our own opportunities. I want to move people out of the way, take away what they want to do, and make them play left-handed. That's the way that I've always learned to play, and take away what they like to do, and then out hit them.
Awesome, and. Is there anything else that you want to say about your team or about your guys before we let you go?
I just hope they're ready. We're gonna have a great game plan in, and come Thursday, it's on them.
All right. Well, Coach, I love it, and I'm glad to hear it, and I will be looking very much forward to that game, and I actually just got a coach from Coach Harrison and we also don't have the coach from Parker's Chapel this week. So this is actually gonna be it for us this week.
Okay.
So I just found that out. So I'm sorry for you guys. We won't have the coach from Parker's Chapel or Smack Over this week. So it's a little bit shorter of a show, and I will still be here on next Tuesday, hoping to talk to all the coaches, and be sure to tune in Friday night to watch the Wildcats take on Benton. And I hope everybody has a great, wonderful night. This is Jax Sanford with South Arkansas Now.
For nearly 50 years, South Arkansas floors have been covered by El Dorado Custom Carpets. And not just carpets, but true hardwood, laminate, stone, porcelain, ceramic, marble, and more. And guess what? It doesn't end with just floors. El Dorado Custom Carpets carries a tremendous selection of backsplash, wall tile, and area rugs. The truth of the matter is, one commercial can't come close to telling you everything you can find at El Dorado Custom Carpets, 1601 East Main Street in El Dorado. Call 870-862-4945.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. I love Equipment Share. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Every gift tells a story, and at Especially For You, they help you make it unforgettable. Birthdays, wedding showers, baby showers, graduations, or just because. Especially For You creates one-of-a-kind gifts made to touch the heart. Anyone can buy a gift card, but the best gifts aren't bought. They're made at Especially For You. Stop by and visit Especially For You and find the perfect gift for life's special moments.
over 6 decades, Glenn Mechanical has been specializing in HVAC, plumbing, and all mechanical jobs. 3 generations family-owned and operated since 1956. Glenn Mechanical's business is based on relationships. They support and give back to the communities they work in. Contact them for all of your HVAC, plumbing, and mechanical needs. GlennMechanical.com.
When it comes to your family's financial future, peace of mind matters. At Harrison Financial Management, they are right here to help you plan, grow, and protect what matters most. Whether you're planning for retirement, investing wisely, or securing your family's future, they will guide you every step of the way. Harrison Financial Management, your future, their commitment.
Derek Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Home!
Okay, and this is Auto again, right?
Auto!
Hey, this is my living room.
Oh!
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.